I'll be back. But that interview alone, like, kind of lets you know there's a lot of flaws in WWE, and it doesn't make it any better when even before Dean was leaving, majority of your superstars are requesting for releases.
That's saying something.
Like that's a lot of superstars. It's one thing when you got the fans just constantly complaining. It's another thing when your workers are complaining too, when the wrestlers are complaining, and they're like, you know what, I had enough. I tried riding it through the bad times for so long. After a while, you gotta realize when like you're not being treated right or the ship isn't like meeting your needs.
Yeah, definitely.
And you gotta like
separate.
yeah, and you gotta like move on to like benefit your career more instead of just being like a no name.
Yeah.
And even if you want to wrestle, like you got wrestlers like I said earlier that aren't even pulling up on wrestling shows because apparently not in their plans. And they're like, well, if I'm not in your plans, release me.
Definitely.
But WWE's like, no. Matter of fact, we'll extend your contract.
We need you.
Yeah.
But not to do anything.
Right, like that's literally the thing because they don't use you, but they don't want you to go because they don't want their competitions, AEW especially, to get like high stock. And especially since they know how great of a wrestler they are, but they don't know how great a wrestler they are to use them. And you got so many.
Yeah.
You have so many. But yet you give the Universal title to Brock Lesnar, and he holds it stranded for over a year. Thank God Seth Rollins has it. And Seth Rollins is doing the best he can with what he's got. And honestly, the shows are bearable to watch. Like, I'm having a hard time watching these shows now.
I got you.
Like, the only good thing, it's the worst part about it, too. All right, do you know who R-Truth is?
I don't think so.
I'm sorry. All right. Long story short, there's this new title that WWE introduced called the 24/7 title, and
24/7 title.
yeah, it's kind of like the it's kind of like the hardcore title back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's the title actually. And it's kind of like the hardcore title back in the day, but not hardcore-ish. Like, all you gotta do is, like, really just pin the guy anywhere, everywhere. Like, literally, anywhere, everywhere, and you become champion. But you gotta, like, defend it at all times, like, literally. Like, even in your sleep, your mom could pin you, and she become, like, 24/7 champion.
Damn, Vince.
Yeah.
Too old for this shit.
But the good thing about it, like, even though the title in a lot of people's eyes are trash, that's the best thing going on with WWE right now, mostly because of our freaking truth. Prime example of black excellence, by the way. Because if that would have been with anybody else, this would have been a flop.
Yeah.
No one would have cared. R-Truth is hilarious with it. He's doing a remix with Old Town Road saying, and he got a hashtag with Run Truth Run. Like, he's hilarious. He's saying, like, the past SmackDown, he's saying, bro, I'm constantly running. I got to pin people every time they pin me. Like, this 7-Eleven tower is ruining my life. Truth is gold. Truth is golden. But the problem is, it's like a jobber's title. And you have some wrestlers that you look going after R-Truth, and it's like, I don't want you running after that title. Like, yeah. Cedric Alexander, prime example. You don't know Cedric. Great wrestler, and I'm not going to use this for black excellence, just wrestling, period. Great wrestler. He was in the cruiserweight division. Last year, killed it. Was damn near undefeated the entire year as cruiserweight champion. He didn't lose till, like, what, November? He did one match with Cesaro on his first match being drafted to Raw. Not a bad match, but lost. Ever since then, all I've been seeing him do was run. Like, literally, run after R-Truth, like, throughout the entire show to get the 24/7 title. And I'm like, I want you to get Samoa Joe for the U.S. Championship. Like, I don't want to see. I want you fighting with Ricochet and Cesaro again. Like, I don't want to see this.
Yeah, get your title.
I don't want to see you run after this. Bobby Roode or Robert Roode, whatever rebrand that they did that isn't going so. I watch you in freaking TNA, killing it as the X Factor with the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, one of the best heels ever. You was killing it as one of the best heels in NXT. I don't want you running after this title.
It should be beneath you.
Yeah, hell yeah, hell freaking yeah.
I feel you.
Like, come on, man. Like, you
How
got
low?
to.
How low you didn't stoop?
Yes, like some of these wrestlers, like I don't care about this guy. No Way Jose. Like every time I see him, he gets beat up every match. I don't care about him. Mojo Rawley. No one cares about him. Why is Cedric there? Cedric's a hell of a wrestler. Why is Bobby Roode there? Bobby Roode's a hell of a wrestler and a heel. He could be a great heel. Why is he there? I don't want to see him do that. I know what he's capable of. Why is he running after that title? That title, all you gotta do is just roll the guy up and hope and pray that he doesn't kick out. I'm tired of roll-ups. I'm tired of freaking roll-ups. You know what I mean? Bro, if only you knew how many roll-ups we've gotten. Like, there's been so many matches, women's matches especially, which makes the women's division look even worse, where, you know, distraction happens, like outside the ring. The music doesn't have to be on. You're facing your opponent, and then you find out, like, the person you're beefing with is, like, coming to the ring, and you hear about it, and you literally turn to them, like, distracted, like, for no reason at all, and then the person that you're facing, quick roll up and wins. It was cool when I was 12. I've been seeing it for the bazillionth time. If bazillionth is even a number, I don't know. Somebody Google bazillionth. You might be the richest person ever to have bazillionth dollars. I've seen that so many times, let alone this year. It's only been 6 months. Why am I still getting roll-ups, distraction roll-ups? Can we end an actually good match, like a good match or finishing way? Freaking Cesaro Ricochet. Good matches ended like roll-ups, lucky roll-ups, all three of them. Why are they ending in roll-ups? I don't want no freaking roll-ups. I want to see a 630. I want to see a freaking uppercut to the freaking Swiss Army knife slam thing that Cesaro does. Like, come on, man. I want to see, but when am I going to get, I want to see Buddy Murphy versus Cedric Alexander versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Buddy Murphy's a gold mine. He ain't go to that freaking glow up in 2018 and look like a total slob in NXT body-wise. Not like, because he was a 5-time tag champion, but killed in the cruiserweight division. To not being on SmackDown? Why have a Kenny Omega when you got a Buddy Murphy? That boy can throw some knees. And I mean seriously throw some knees. That boy can wrestle. That bitch stop playing. I can go on for a minute, but I don't have no water. But yeah, man, like, at this point, because AEW is slow, scratch slowly. They're highly, passing WWE right now, and they only have, they have a sponsor now. Actually, TNT is now the channel that AEW is going to be on. But they're waiting until, October, the fall, so they don't have to compete with SmackDown, because SmackDown's on Tuesdays, but SmackDown moved from USA Channel to Fox 8. Well, I think it's just Fox. To Fox on Fridays. And they plan on doing a show called Tuesday Night Dynamite, so they don't have to worry about the competition.
Gotcha.
So, meanwhile, they got the show on YouTube that they've been doing for a minute called Being the Elite that's more entertaining than 3 hours of Raw that we get. And they try so hard. And Raw is like the cancer, low-key. Because, they try so hard to make Raw good that SmackDown is clearly better than Raw. But by the time the season open, the draft happens, you know what? Let's get all the good wrestlers on SmackDown, bring them to Raw, and we're just gonna boost it up like that. Yeah, and it doesn't freaking work. It doesn't work. The Usos went from being the most dominant tag team on SmackDown, the most entertaining, to coming to Raw, laughing about somebody getting their back shaved. I don't care about that. I'd rather them roast them for like just them being funny and provide great matches. I don't care. And OC Hot. You don't want to know what OC Hot is. You do not want to know what OC Hot is. I promise you don't want to know. Cause if I break it down, WWE's gonna get it. I don't want to see that. I don't. And I'm trying hard because shout out to Maine, because Maine said I complain too much. And I'll admit sometimes I probably jumped the gun. But WWE has made me go through so much. Sometimes jumping the gun is necessary. But I'll take those L's. I'm man enough to admit it. But there's too many goddamn flaws in WWE. Too many goddamn flaws.
Yeah, man. I guess it's time for a change, man.
We've been waiting for a change. It's funny you say that, because now you freaking remind me. Earlier this year, probably before Royal Rumble. No, definitely before Royal Rumble. Vince McMahon, Shane McMahon, Stephanie, Triple H goes on Raw, and they say, and I quote, "We will now listen to you. From now on, you guys are the authority."
The fans.
Yes.
Okay.
We kind of got what we want for like maybe a moment.
Oh, we can't do this shit no more.
It was the biggest lie ever. The biggest lie ever. And even if we did get what we want, they added their touch to it, and it was horrible. Like for example, like John Mox on the Talk of Jericho interview, he talks about like in his return, one thing that keeps him ain't like loving wrestling again is the big pop, the massive crowd reaction on your return. When they hear your music out of nowhere, oh shoot, he's back! Yeah. She's back! Yes! Finally! Yes! That's what he was waiting for. And plus to show off his new physique, what? You can't play him for so WWE decided to add their own touch to his return. So, long story short, Seth Rollins was having a freaking Intercontinental Championship with Dolph Ziggler, who had Drew McIntyre on his side. Drew McIntyre always interrupted in the matches. So Seth is like, well, if you're going to have that psychopath in your corner, Dean Ambrose nicknamed the lunatic, I'm going to have a lunatic in mine. You messed it up. You ruined the surprise. You literally ruined the surprise. That's like you got Christmas, a big box. Hey son, it's your present.
Oh,
yay,
but
Dad.
it's
it's a PlayStation. Yes, go ahead and open it. Okay, thank you. The crowd still went crazy because of course, like it's not that big of a deal, but still, like it could have been way bigger.
Yeah, gotcha.
The return could have been way bigger, way better, but you added your touch to it and you messed it up. Something so simple. You had freaking Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey. The fight was so off rip. Someone suggested, hey, we should add Charlotte Flair to the match. No! No! She's not even needed. She's already been in enough title matches. She already had Ronda already. We just want to see Ronda and Becky. The feud was so unorganized, bro. Because Becky got her Royal Rumble, but she won it. But they suspended her because she didn't she didn't want to go to the doctor to check on her knee. So she tried going the Stone Cold route, like
Go to the knee brace.
not even just that. Like to hell with your rules, I do what I want. She tried to beat the hell out of Stephanie McMahon.
I don't think
she
that
smacked
works
Triple H.
For a woman. I
Yeah,
don't think that works
she
for a
beat the
woman.
hell out of Stephanie McMahon on Raw. The next night on SmackDown, she smacked Triple H. Then the next week, she came back. Yeah, I was my own doctor. He said I'm good. Probably need a week or two off, and I'm okay. It's all right, cool. On one condition, all you need to do is apologize. Really? Yeah. Are you sure? Cause y'all McMahons and y'all very shady. And they're like, that's all you gotta do is apologize. That's all we ask. Like, and you can't blame them. Like you punched my wife, you smacked me. Like, You can't really blame us. Like, you better be happy this is all, like, you're not really getting any consequences. All we want is an apology.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so later tonight, all right, if that's all you want, I'm sorry. All right, cool, you're in the match. So that's it? Yeah, that's it, you good. Then Vince McMahon pops up out of nowhere. Nah, they might accept it, but I don't. Becky, you are suspended for 60 days, which is like 5 days after WrestleMania. And we need some. Oh no, he counted. He made sure. And we need someone who's perfectly for this spot and will stay in their place. Charlotte Flair. No. But when Ronda's like, yo, reinstate Becky and get her in this match, and Stephanie's saying, no, your opponent is Charlotte. She said, well, all right, well, it's time y'all made the right decision. Laid the title down, walks off. However, that's thinking, well, what are you doing? You vacating the title? Are you quitting? Like, the next week, she reinstates Becky, even though Becky's in a freaking brace and crutches, can't even walk. Sets up the match saying, you two will fight each other for the Raw Women's Championship at Fastlane. But you stopped her from being in a WrestleMania match months prior because she had a little sprain on her knee, but she could still walk. But you're letting her wrestle when she has crutches. And this what made it worse because I was first defending Charlotte because I think she's a great wrestler to my guy brother Josh. You already met Josh.
Yeah.
But when the stipulation was when Ronda came back saying, no, I wasn't vacating the title. I was giving you the title to get a week to think about this. Give me my title back. Okay, cool. But the match still happening. But here's the stipulation. Becky, if you win, Becky, if you lose, you're not in the match. Becky, if you win, it's a triple threat. In my mind, I'm like, y'all really trying to put Charlotte in this match, huh? Good Lord.
It's out of
She's not even a Royal Rumble winner.
Look, out of something out of the blue, Charlotte's just gonna win. Like,
yes.
like you just have no other.
No, but then it gets worse. Oh, then it gets worse. Like, oh, I'm angry going back into detail in this. Because the week prior to WrestleMania, Becky Lynch does a segment on SmackDown. Charlotte pops up out of nowhere saying, like, I'll prove to you how good I am. Then Asuka, the SmackDown Women's Champion at the moment, pops out, and they said, oh, they're having a match. So I'm thinking, it's going to be a regular match. Charlotte's going to prove how good she is by being the SmackDown Women's Champion to show, Raw title's going to be mine. I just beat the SmackDown Women's Champion. That lets you know how good I am, especially since it's Asuka. Asuka's an incredible wrestler, even though she gets treated dirty by WWE. Then out of nowhere, the announcer says, this match is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. What? And the first thing came to my mind was like, oh, Lord, if she wins, this is going to be horrible. So, match was still great. At the end of the day, Charlotte Flair can wrestle. Better than an old man you can debate. Great mic skills. It's hard to not like Charlotte, but it's hard to not love Charlotte.
Yeah, I got you.
Like, not her fault, but she plays the heel well, so you can't be too mad at it. But it's a great match where it's like, great match as long as she doesn't win. She won. She freaking won. I said, why? You made it even more difficult than it has to freaking be. So now it became a winner-takes-all match. Thank God Becky still came out the winner, but still, it's like, what the hell? You made it even more unnecessary than it had to be.
I'm guessing they just had them put in the narrative.
I could do a part 3 for this, man. You know what? Freaking part 3. Stay tuned. We're going to be here till 6. Part 3.